certain prayers now, you are praying with a particular focus, but there's availability and possibility of all answers. In that, if you understand, you will know that answers has come, and the answers that came at that particular time, though you may not like it, will be called for when it is needed the most. So you could be praying now, but what you don't know was that it was a burden, something that God wanted you to do, because 2 years to come, they will be looking for someone who has consistency in his blood, and they will call for you. Is there anybody in the family of Saul that I can do good to? He said there is one in Lodibar. What was his name? Go and fetch him. Go and fetch him. At that point in time, he worked for him. He did not get answer. In fact, he died with his father in a battle. But years to come, that particular love that he showed to the man was called for. Sometimes there can be a lot of prayer that, God, let my wife change, let my wife change, let my wife change. You actually receive an answer. The answer that came to you was actually the wisdom of patience. One of these days, 3 months to come, 4 months to come, God, who is all knowing, knows you will need it 3 months to come. It is that same thing that most of them don't know, that they killed their wives. Because when you allow emptiness without praying, one of these days emptiness will be called for you to answer. So a man ought to pray always. You know, some of us that are prophets, when we pray more, most of the time I don't know what I want to pray for. That is the reality. That I need a car, I need this one. I think that it is below belt for me to go and ask God that I need a car. So no, I think it is too immature. It is a juvenile prayer for me. If he did not withhold his hand from me, if there was something bigger, higher, if there was someone bigger, higher than Jesus, he would have still given it to me. This kind of prayer, we are praying and asking for nations. We are not praying for cars, keys. I'm not saying cars are not good. He will give it to me and I can buy it. There's no problem about that one. It's not an issue. I'm trying to say that when we enter and we stand before him, most of the time we pray. We pray for bigger things. We pray for things that he has asked us to pray. So we pray for some of you. We pray and pray for some of you. But most times, the answers that we get, whilst you are getting the answer that your things begin to work for you, the answer that we get is that our spirit begins to become sharper and sharper, so we can see and we can hear well. So when I fast and pray, I can fast and pray for days, 7 days, whatever. I will not see anything. Just give me another 7 days whilst I'm eating. That is when the eyes begin to open. I was not praying that God should open my eyes. I was praying for some people, but the answer I got was the sharpness of the spirit. It was a prophetic utterance. So the place of prayer is very important. Are you with me? Praying always. That you can pray is what makes you a man. That you can pray always, and that you don't faint. It's a serious thing. Certain prayers now, you are praying with the